labda ya mtu.
Okay. Labda mwingine atakuwa na shida.
Yes.
Labda wewe ni mzee wa mtu.
Yeah.
Today is Valentine's Day. Naona uko in red.
I didn't know actually.
Why is every man who's coming on this set saying that they didn't know that any excuse mnapeana ama
not really. I think I love red and maybe blue.
So how didn't you know leo ni Valentine's Day? Ulikosaje kujua ba?
Labda shughuli ni mingi.
Shughuli imekuwa mingi. Masani machache sana. Kweli kabisa. That's true. And we are going to have a look at some of those shughulis. Tunataka watu wa concentrate on, apart from pia in Valentine's watu wanafaa kuangalia business opportunities. Yeah, there's also people who can plug into this kind of day. Wana offer maybe roses, wana offer sites ambao watu wanaenda kuangalia, ama boat rides hapa na pale. Vitu za watu lavidavi. And also the hospitality industry at large is going to reap huge from this kind of day. So those are some of the opportunities, and we're also going to hear from you the rest that you think, of course, that the people who are viewing this show can tap into. Your director strategy and entrepreneurship at Young Investors Africa. Tuanze na kampuni ama tuanze na wewe?
Tunaweza anza popote.
Okay.
Can maybe start with the company.
Okay. So Young Investors Africa.
Yes.
What is it focused on doing?
Actually, Young Investors Africa is a team of young people drawn from various backgrounds, various ethnic also backgrounds. We come together for a purpose of doing business, but most importantly, mentoring and empowering young people to be business ready. So we work on 3 pillars, and one of the pillars is entrepreneurship and innovation mentorship. We also do leadership mentorship, and the third one is climate change and peace. So those are our 3 pillars that we are trying to address to ensure that we prepare our young people. When you walk around the streets, you hear young people saying there are no jobs. Indeed, there are no jobs. The jobs are scarce, and young people are told, create your jobs. So, when you tell young people, create your jobs, it becomes so ambiguous. So we came up with a platform that could help them, mentor them, train them, expose them to make them business ready, so that when you tell them now start your business, they have the expertise to start and run their businesses.
That's superb. So how does someone... Oh, we were to talk about the company and then talk about you. All right, you're director.
Yes.
Director in your capacity on entrepreneurship and strategy. What is your day-to-day like? What areas do you do? And, in Young Investors Africa, what's your role there now?
I'm in charge of coming up with projects and paperwork or documentations. Most importantly, I also network a lot with different organizations, companies, institutions like at Kenyatta University here. We are working with Chandaria Innovation Entrepreneurship Center, having a program where we will be mentoring young people. So we have a lot of young people that we have exposed to different companies, where we connect them and we link them to various companies where they can be trained, they can be mentored, and they can be exposed to opportunities. Under my department, I also run a program called Tujenge Biashara mentorship program. So the program is about mentoring young people on how to grow businesses from the ideation to actualization.
Okay, that's great. So how does one get to join Young Investors, or is it already a group that's set and is closed?
No. It's not set and closed. One, for you to join Young Investors Africa, from the name investors,
you have to be young.
You have to be young. Actually, not limited by age. We are also drawing experience from a lot of people who have passion in supporting young people, that is. And provided that you have an interest in doing business and creating opportunities to others. Not every young person has the capacity to start a business. There are some people train and they're good in maybe clerical jobs. They're good in management or the corporate world. So those who are business oriented, we ensure that they are empowered enough to create jobs for others.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is what we do. So if you have that passion in business, creating impact, creating opportunities, and growing our country, our economy, that is where we can, and also maybe coming up with innovative issues. Like right now we have issues of climate change. How can you, in your small way or in your big way, come up with a project or a plan that can address that? We draw support, we reach out to various partners to make sure that is addressed.
So I'm a young person who is having this business acumen, and I'm interested in creating impact and also sustainability.
Yeah.
Once I join Young Investors, what do I look forward to in my stay there, or what kind of activities am I going to engage in?
Yeah, so when you join us, one, we are going to take you through mentorship program. We create a platform of young entrepreneurs. So you find that you find 20 or 30 young people seated in a business, in a meeting, in a forum. You engage with what they are doing. We have young people who are doing importations, for example. In our team, we have one person, including our CEO, a very young person, actually 23 years old, a young millionaire, you know. We have those people doing exportations and imports. Yeah, so a lot of business going on with county governments, tenders, you know, petroleum, agriculture, all these put together. So we take you through mentorship. We also create linkages where we are able to identify what challenge are you experiencing in your business. For example, if you started a business, what challenges are you experiencing? Do you need some facility from bank? Which bank can we refer you to? But again, our mentorship is curated in a way that we bring partners. For example, if it is KCB Bank, to provide you that maybe on financial literacy. If it is on agriculture, we try to look at relevant organization to train you on that specific area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have linkages and partnerships with all these various players in the industry.
For sure, we have a lot locally and abroad. Actually, I have to also say that last year, March, our team took 3 students, to 3 young people, young entrepreneurs, to Dubai for the Dubai Expo.
Okay.
Yeah, on 22nd to 25th this month, we are sending one of our own to Pakistan for the Pakistani Expo. They are having engineering and healthcare expo
Nice.
in Pakistan. So these are some of the opportunities that we are exposing our young people to. So when they go to Pakistan, for example, what is in Pakistan that you're able to import, and how can young people utilize that space to do business? And what is in Kenya that you're able to export to Pakistan?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a really good approach there. You're saying the Pakistani export is happening this month, yeah?
This month,
Okay.
22nd, we have booked everything, actually, all that, and we really thank the government and the embassy of Pakistan. We work very closely.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I have joined. I want to at least break it down so that we completely understand how this works. So once I join Young Investors Africa, do I have to join as an organization, or do I get to join as an individual? And also maybe a follow-up to that, is there a fee that I need to pay, maybe as a member, on an annual subscription fee that keeps me to these opportunities, or is it just a free platform?
Mostly we encourage individuals.
Okay.
Yeah, we encourage individuals. First, we are a community of young people, and we have at least had experience dealing with young people and understood how to handle them. For example, when these young people come to an organization and you tell them you have to pay this fee, most of them run away.
Yeah.
Actually, the problem of Kenyans and even Africans is wanting cheap. You know, when you tell them there is a cost, they run away. So what we do, we absorb you, admit you, give you the value. If you feel like Young Investors is the right place to stay, then you are free to stay. But if you feel like you're not getting the value, you're free to leave. But in the process, we have a subscription that now we can say now you're doing business. This is what you will be contributing to Young Investors Africa to enable us also continue empowering you and also reach out to other people.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you want to say the subscription fee, but I think if there's someone who wants to join, they should be looking out to
for sure.
For you. Yeah, right. So is there a website and social media account they can check out?
Yeah, we are currently working on the website, but you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram, Young Investors Africa. You can also check out from our CEO, that is Clarence Muhoro. We also can also check out.
I feel like I know Clarence Muhoro.
Yes.
Why the name rings a bell? He's been on this show before, right?
He's specialized on investment.
He's been on the Wednesday show on this.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's good to hear that. Of course, now it's a large organization that's able to empower a number of youth. Interestingly, because I also spoke about technology when I was coming on air on this ASUS, and I was in another technology platform, an unveiling of a Techno Phantom phone, and I think I saw him there as well.
Yeah, sure, with Eliud Kipchoge.
Yes. Okay, so those are very exciting things to hear, that your CEO already anaonekana mahali kuna opportunities. People should be looking forward to join Young Investors Africa. Now, what opportunities are there? Because we are here also to tell people where they can invest in their time. And this is, let's call it free consultation, kwa sababu hii ni kitu ambao wanafaa kujua wakijoin Young Investors, right? But just maybe a preview of the things that you guys are looking at, the opportunities that you've spotted for 2023 that you can give them for free today on Biashara Tuesday. Watu waandike notes kidogo.
There are plenty of opportunities. I am privileged to have interacted with a number of people we call successful in terms of business, and I have tapped in their wisdom and knowledge. They say opportunities are always there. Opportunities are always there. On Saturday, we hosted the CEO Global Peace Foundation, and he told us that, there are things, when you tell young people to start businesses or opportunities, the first thing that comes in mind is money. Capital. So we maybe today I'll try to be as simple as possible and tell young people that opportunities lie where you are. For example, I know many young people have smartphones. You have laptops. Maybe you only use them to watch a movie. What if every single day you can write? And we read Ngugi wa Thiong'o and all these fascinating stories. But you realize that if you read a number of those stories, they are about personal stories. For example, we have one lady who is very prominent in doing a lot of stuff called Irene Kendi. And Irene Kendi has written about herself. She's selling the book at 1,000 per book.
All right.
So if young people, every single day you dedicate 2 hours writing about yourself, and then you invite, you come through maybe our space, we can help you get different people, organizations, and you launch your book. You sell it out, publish or sell it, or you sell an ebook. How much capital do you need to write? To do the writing. Number two, you have heard, for example, what we are doing at Young Investors Africa. We are trying to bridge a gap in our society. Otherwise, we could sit back and complain to the government that, there are no opportunities, young people need empowerment and all that stuff. But we are not doing that. You have to bridge that gap. There are a lot of opportunity in the digital economy. Right now, when you look at what the government is trying to do, the government is putting a lot of efforts in the digital economy or the digital space. And there lies a lot of opportunity. We have, you can do online writing. One thing that I want to encourage young people is that before you go into these spaces, you have to ensure you have the skills.
Okay.
Find time, equip yourself with the skills, with the knowledge, so that when you go and do your research well, so when you go maybe for online writing, or you go to YouTube, what kind of contents do you create? For example, we were having a conversation of one of my delicacy, and I told you omena.
Yeah.
You know, I come from Siaya, for example. So I am confident that I'm able to make a delicious omena compared to somebody.
20 various ways to make it.
Yes, you know. So if I am in Central, for example, I'm so sure that the people in Central don't know how to make omena the way we do, you know.
That's true.
So why can't I maybe do a YouTube channel and create content related to maybe food in my areas, you know. And right now that we have a lot of companies that are doing promotions, you can say my YouTube channel has got 2,000 people. For example, if you are a young person in university, use the numbers that you have, for example, to say, to promote and say, I'm able to promote maybe Betika. So I will promote you through my platform. You pay me per views. So you're already generating income.
What I understand there is that before you go to look for these opportunities, ensure you have something that will enable you to identify what kind of opportunities you're looking for, not just maybe going online and searching for opportunities 2023.
2023.
You know? Maybe you need to be very good at writing or video editing and stuff like that to ensure that you're tapping into the various opportunities in 2023. That's really good. And maybe to finish that up, the cost of living, which is compounded by issues of unemployment, has become quite a conversation for the past, longest, right? And the youth are the most who are affected by this kind of situation. And we're saying that self-employment is the way for us to move forward. Are there maybe avenues in Young Investors Africa where you train people on how to start a business, or maybe if someone comes with an idea, are you able to narrow down to them and help them start that business?
Yeah, we have a platform, like I said, we have Tujenge Biashara, where we help young people. Actually, it's a 3-month mentorship program. We train you on how to come up with idea. And once you have come up with idea,
so you can come blank fast.
Yes, you can come blank, but I always say, we as young people, all of us used to dream at one point to be rich, live in US, at least you have an idea of even starting a hotel or doing farming. So what we encourage is come up with that idea. Once you have come up with an idea, anybody, even a kid, can come up with an idea. So
everyone has an idea.
Yes, develop product. What product are you dealing in, or what service are you dealing in? Then now we help you to come up with a business plan for the product. Once we have helped you do that, we help you with issues of branding, sales, and marketing.
So you get to hold my hand through these stages.
But most importantly, we train you on bookkeeping and financial literacy. Many young people, like I said, say capital is the issue. So the question then becomes, if I give you 100,000 today, will I solve your problems? Will you be able to do business? So it is very important.
That's why I was. That's why in my question, I also included the cost of living, because now that you put it like that, a young person will tell you, unipatie tu 100,000 kwa sababu saa hizi nita build business yangu hadi lini when I can get this money right now. So how do we tackle that mentality?
The mentality. One, I want to be very honest with people and tell them that the cost of living is really going to rise.
It's not stopping anytime.
It's not stopping anytime, and it's not unique to Kenya. Right now, UK is really in bad shape. Turkey is in bad shape. Most African countries and the European, including the United States of America, the US is experiencing a lot of inflation right now. A lot of things are sinking. The cost of production and doing businesses. So it's not unique in Kenya, and you can look at third world. Kenya as a third world country. you realize that right now IMF is on our neck.
Right.
The debt is ballooning. So young people have to be very intentional. But I want to say that it is very important. It is very important. Today is Valentine's. Many young people are going to spend. Of course, the cost of living is high because the price of unga is high. But many people are going to buy flowers, you know.
That's true.
Yeah, so what we have to be very intentional about is how do you spend your money? Financial literacy is one of the problems or challenges that is bedeviling Africa and many youth in Kenya.
So saying with good financial literacy, you can survive almost any economic situation.
Yes, you are able to plan yourself, prioritize. When you want to go out to buy mzinga, you look at should I do this before buying mzinga or what? I must say that many young and we need to get out of our comfort zones and be deliberate. When you say that business is difficult, you have to take the risk with little money. And the other thing that I also want to confirm is that there is money. For example, Youth Enterprise Fund provides money to young people who have business plans or business ideas. They're financing. So Young Investors Africa trains. Once we have trained, we've partnered with Youth Fund to be giving these young people loan. But we can only give you loan once we are sure you're able to manage that money. So there is money in government. Many young people do not want to do the task of maybe researching where can I get capital. They only want to go to Google. How can I get 50,000 urgently? There is no quick fixes. There's no money in Google. But there is money in government. You can walk into Kenyatta University, the procurement office today, inquire around, is there any AGPO tender? AGPO, that is for youth tenders. Do you have a company? Have you complied? And they are going to give you money. You walk with the LPO to Youth Fund and say, I have an LPO here, I need to supply. They give you 70%, the remaining 30%. You can start supplying as you wait for the 30%. You walk to any bank, like we have partnered with SMEP Bank. You can come through us, we take you to SMEP Bank, it will be processed within 24 hours. You're already doing business. So instead of complaining and whining, can we come up with ideas, walk the talk, stop sleeping up to 10 a.m. and then saying there are no
saying the cost of living is going up.
The cost of living is going up even for the rich. They are experiencing it.
And also like that you said, finally, for once we are pointing fingers to the youth. Unajua waisho tunabembelezana sana. I think it's important to say kwamba kuna a level of complacency sometimes, that we need to point out as well. So and as you said there rightfully tukianza, that opportunities are also around you. When I get to discuss with a lot of young people who are also watching the show, the solution at the end of the conversation is tutoke tu Kenya, but
they run away to Saudi Arabia,
and the US, and
I always say this. I read somewhere about Dubai, and I was told in 2008 Dubai experienced one of the worst economic challenge. You know, the country was down, the economy was at the verge of collapsing. The young people in Dubai brought that Dubai to life. In Dubai is dry. You know,
but you don't hear people
complaining.
running away from Dubai.
They promoted Dubai as a tourist destination.
Right.
Today, Dubai is one of the. In Kenya, we have young people who are, and I'm sorry to say, who are generally lazy. You know, they are lazy. They know that the government should provide up to the house. I want to tell young people.
Maybe as a last remark there, because I'm seeing time is not on our side.
What I want to tell young people is, can we be intentional in what we do? Dream each and every day. And when you dream, write it down and wake up, show up, go and do it. Start little by little. You will get there. Government is not going to give you money in your house. You have to show up. You have to knock doors.
True.
Those who will be lucky to get jobs. There are those who will be lucky in entrepreneurship. But let's show up.
Okay, let's be intentional.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. A last call out, just maybe 10 seconds to people who would like to join you in Young Investors, and tell them wakutafute wapi social media or in person.
You can check out Bonventure Obinda, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, or follow our Instagram page, that is Young Investors Africa. Okay. You are welcome, and we love young people.
All right, thank you very much, Bonventure, for having that conversation. It's 9:54. We have tried to pack all these opportunities into a one show, and that's impossible. And that's why we always come here every single week. Tuna ensure ile kitu tumeacha hapa, tunaendeleza next week. So ensure that you're tuning into Biashara Tuesday next week. I will be here to give you more business opportunities to tap into, and also to have these kinds of conversation. Business, the economy, politics, and a bit of tech. Today we had Tech Voice here, of course, analyzing this premium, shiny tech, piece of tech that I have here on the table. For those who tuned in on all our social media platforms, asante sana, on the live stream as well, KUTV Kenya, so many comments. Here I think I need to read one from Kimani Wawashira, very articulate. I think he's speaking about you. Youth for youth is the only way we shall rise together. Honorable Bonventure Obinda. Sijui mbona wanakuita honorable. Kuna azimio.
Kuna siasa.
Here, Ann Odida, loving the discussion. Asante sana, Ann Odida, for tuning in to the show. Remember to tune in to the rest of the KUTV broadcast and programming from today, Primetime News, and also the other shows. We'll be back with KUTV Rise Today. Art and Culture Monday starts on Monday, and then Tuesday we come here with business on Biashara Tuesday. I'm closing today with a Lesotho proverb that says, do not laugh at a snake because it walks on its belly. I'll see you next week.